Okay, hey everyone. Thanks for hopping on our Tuesday night call. We just got back from Arizona, a few of us. Melissa, Alexis, Shar, and I are on this call that got back. Taylor and Alicia came with us too, but we had such a good time. The weather was beautiful, and we just soaked in it. We went Thursday until Sunday, and we just had so much team bonding time. Saturday we went to Super Saturday. So you guys can pop in here during while we're talking, or pop in the chat. But we hope all of you were able to hop on during Super Saturday. It was amazing to be there in the call. It was really awesome to be there live and the hype of it and getting to see it all. But so many takeaways. So I was like, you guys, well, I don't know, maybe it was Alexis. What we were all talking and somebody said we should do this and share with you our takeaways. So there are so many amazing things, but a big one that so each of us is going to share our takeaways or things that kind of stuck out to us from Super Saturday. One thing that really stuck out to me is they just make it sound and feel so easy to do. We always talk about me+3, and that's something that I know a lot of you are really good at doing. You're mastering that and working with that for your teams, but they stepped it up a notch, and it was you+4 others who are ordering with you. And I like how they said that, ordering with you. So let's find 4 more people. And if you have 4 people ordering with you, find 4 people and have 4 people order with you. And all of a sudden you have a new gold. And so then they went out and they the new big things are they have a gold school, a ruby school, they have a jewel school, and that's totally new. I got to go to the jewel school. And you guys, like, corporate is putting this on, and the ruby school is going to be happening once a quarter. And even if so, I know a couple of us were like, oh, we already passed that rank. I wish they would have had it for us. But if you've already hit gold, you can still go if you help another level 1 hit gold. So there are so many opportunities, even if you've passed up one of these ranks, to still go. And I want to tell you how important it is to go. I went to the jewel school, and I am so thankful. You know, like, they're by invitation only, and we'll know these. You have to work to get there. But I think you guys all probably know who Brooke Hemingway is. She is, I don't want to like get it all wrong, but she's a triple diamond, and her husband is a medical doctor, and he is a diamond. I'm pretty sure there's like 4 diamonds behind their name or something. I don't know for exactly sure, but you guys, she is like, I mean, like, she's like the face of Plexus. I'm at jewel school. Guess who's sitting at my table with me? Brooke Hemingway went to jewel school to learn. She was there like me. So it made me like, okay, it doesn't even matter what rank you are in this company. It doesn't matter how many times you've hit diamond, whatever. Like, she sat there so humble, like, I want to keep learning. And she's sitting there taking notes, and I'm watching her, and she's like, oh, I'm going to tell my team that quick. So it was just really inspiring to me that take advantage of anything Plexus does. And these girls can tell you, just even Super Saturday, the energy and the fire and the passion and the way they go above and beyond for us is amazing. And if you get to go down there for like a gold school or a ruby school, they're going to take care of you. You're going to be fed, and they're going to put you up in the nicest hotel. It's going to be all paid for. So it's amazing. So that's just something that when that came out, I'm like, oh my word, we got to get everybody there as quick as we can, because these events are life-changing. They're just super fun, and they're great, and Plexus really cares about us. So that was a big thing that I was really pumped about. But okay, I'm going to turn it over to Alexis and let you share.
All righty. So I'm going to talk about give people what they want first and then show them what they need. I'm going to combine a few different things. I was going through my notes today, like a little bit ago, and I was like, oh, there's so many points I want to reach on. But I just thought that was really important. Like, we can give them, a lot of people, for instance, have weight loss, right? We can give them and show them products for weight loss. We can get them started, and then add in more. We can really show them what they need, making those changes long-term in their life, and just being that support system is maybe what they need to make those health changes, so much more. I thought that was such a good thought process, because they're going to come to us with what they need, but then they might not actually, or what they want, but then they might not know what they need. Another thing that I absolutely loved I have to get to it here in my notes. I like the statistics. I know Taylor and I talked about that like big time after that. But that just shows like when they're talking recruiting, retention, and results, the enrolling one gets someone 61% more likely to order for the next 3 months. That's not only a lot of money back from you, but that's going to help them actually get results to help them stay even longer and you to educate them. If they enroll 3, they're 91% more likely to order in the next 90 days. And I just thought that was so incredible. So that is just where we would show them you're giving them what they want, but then in those 90 days, you're showing them what they need after they're starting to get results. So I absolutely loved, those are my 2 biggest takeaways that I've had. And I think all of this kind of connects together, and it works all together. Each little piece that they said was so important, but those are my 2 that I felt like I just needed that validation and that encouragement to focus on those points in my business. So that's what I have.
Melissa, I think you're up next.
Okay. So what I'm going to talk about is kind of like the hope of Plexus. And this is perfect. I didn't even plan this. So Heather made us these cute shirts, you guys. First of all, I just want to show you. And they say Hope Dealer on them. Isn't that cool? And I'm like, I'll correlate that to what I was going to say, but Kyle Rainey spoke and I honestly didn't even know he was going to be there. He's someone him and his wife I've followed on YouTube, and he used to pastor, and I actually talked to his wife, and they chose the most unreached place in the United States, and they moved there. So they live in Oregon now, but he was there and he talked about how Plexus can bring people hope. And I've just been thinking about this a lot too, with like the sickness going around right now. Like everyone, like you can't plan a trip. You can't go out of the house if you have little kids, right? Like if you don't have your health, how important that is, right? And all of us have our own like health and hope story with Plexus, whether it was just weight loss or like autoimmune thyroid issues, whatever. But his talk to us really kind of spoke to me about caring for people's hearts. And that kind of correlates with what Alexis said, but like give them what they want first, but then what they need, right? And then it's not how necessarily when people are around us, it's not necessarily like numbers and sales, but how we make them feel, right? Like that's super important as far as like sharing the hope of Plexus for health and then finances, right? Because I mean, how many hope stories have we heard about that? He talked about going from welfare, him and his wife were on welfare, to seeking the welfare of others. I thought that was a really cool statement. I got that from my notes, going from welfare to seeking the welfare of others. And it's kind of like how we're blessed to be a blessing, right? Hope is a verb. It's an action word. It doesn't just say, oh, just have hope, right? It's doing something for others. So those were some of my takeaways. Also, one question I thought that was really good, you guys, and correlating with what Alexis said about even just sharing with one, but to like help cast vision for people, to ask the question, if time or money were no objects, what would you do with your life? And I'm like, that is such a good question. And you could even say like, without a calendar or unlimited resources, what would you do with your life? Because it helps people like cast vision and dream and have hope again. Because we all know people, and myself included, like I have a chronic health thyroid thing for a while. And like, I just quit dreaming. Like I thought, till I get well, I can't do anything, you know? And so to ask people on your team that, I always think, you know, when we're assessing what welcome pack they want, we say like, what's your health goal or struggle? But like integrating into your verbiage, if time or money were no object, what would you do? what would you do with your life? And it helps people like hope again and dream again. And so that question I'm like gonna try to integrate into like my repertoire with people, because it's such a good question. Like it's fun. And we ran around and we all did that like in the hot tub in Arizona. It was so fun. And you get to hear people's heart when you ask that. Like, and it makes you think deeper, right? Like about your why and helping others get well. So those are kind of some of my takeaways as far as the hope side of being a hope dealer. And I just told my friend at a basketball game tonight, I was like, she was telling her husband about Plexus because she's been wanting him to try it. And we were joking around. I was like, yep, I'm a hope dealer. And she was like, I love that. So I've already used that statement, Heather. It's super cute. That's it.
That's super. Okay, Shar, you're up.
All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit more about social media. I don't know if you guys knew Shalene Johnson was the speaker there about social media. And if you're not following her, you should. She is fantastic. She gives some great advice, some free advice. She's going through a little bit of drama right now, so you might, if you want to kind of skip over that, but she does have a lot of free courses and free classes that you can check out. She's definitely worth it. But one of the things that I really liked is she talked about niching down who you are, and who you are is your reputation, and that's how you make people feel. Like, remember, like, people are signing up because Plexus is a great product. Like, I know that, I've tried it, I've been on it. Like, it's a great product, but they're also signing up because they want to know about you. They want to be close to you. They want to feel you. They vibe with you. So your social media is super important. And one of the things, I'm sorry if you can't see me right now, but so it said your feed posts are going to be how people find you. So you want to create content that people are going to share, that they're going to like, that they're going to look for. So your feed doesn't always have to be Plexus related. It needs to be who you are. Then so your feed post is how they find you. Your content, so all of the feed posts together, is why they're going to follow you. So it needs to be cohesive. You need to really niche down and find out who you are and how you make people feel. And one of the things I did with Heather and Alexis is we sat down and talked for 5 minutes. They told me a little bit about them, and I created a sentence for them, a sentence that kind of explained who they are and what they wanted to be, their social media presence. And now they can go look at that sentence at any time when they're stuck on what to post, and they can pull something from that sentence. I don't know if you guys want, you could probably share that after. I am willing to do that for you. If you guys want to send me a message, we can jump on like a 5-minute call. I can create that sentence for you guys too. And we can go over a little about that a little more. And then your stories. Your stories are where you can post anything. It does not have to be niche down. If you, like, I know Alexis, we talked about you're a trucker wife. So you're going to be talking a lot about being a trucker wife. But in your story, you can literally talk about your plants. You know, it has nothing to do with being a trucker's wife. It's nowhere on your feed, but you can talk about anything you want on your stories. That's how people are going to know you. They're going to know who you are. They're going to know where your heart is. And then this is a big one, and I've been working on this with a lot of other clients too, is direct messages. This is where people are going to trust you. And that's what you need. You need people to trust you. So I encourage you, if someone follows you, likes a photo, comments, direct message them. Say, hey, how are you? Like, you're following me for a reason. Like, why are you following? And obviously be nice, but not why are you following me? But try and engage in the conversation. Get in your DMs. DMs are important. And just, again, you don't have to sell right away. Just ask them how they are. I follow this one girl. She actually was Beachbody. Didn't know that. But we talked for days before she started talking to me about Beachbody. She built that trust with me. Now, I didn't sign up, but I was like, this was so valuable. This is such a great lesson to learn, because she's asking me how I am, who I was, asking me what I like to do, how many kids I have, developing that trust between you guys. So get in your DMs. That's how people trust you. And when people trust from you, they're going to start buying from you. They're going to sign up with you. They're going to believe what you tell them, that Plexus is a great product. So get in your DMs, niche down your news feed. That's not your feed, your pictures that you post on your Instagram, on your Facebook, and then your stories. Get on there every day, guys. Get on there and talk and show them who you are so that they can start to learn to trust you. That's what I got away from it.
That was super good. I wish we all sat there afterwards and we were like, could she keep talking? So you did an amazing job with those takeaways. You probably should just go ahead and start training anyway, like you always speak. Get paid like 30 grand.
No, right? I'll do that.
Oh my goodness. It was really good.